Hey everyone, Martin here. Today's post was don't tell me what you're doing, show me. And I put show in capital letters, right? And then right above it where you can kind of type in some extra stuff, I put don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, so show me. Kind of like a famous saying from the movie Rush Hour, right? When Chris Rock is telling Jackie Chan, don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. And for me, it's like it's become very important to show my actions, because I feel like everybody wants to talk about stuff, but nobody wants to do it, right? Or come through or make it happen. And it's crazy, right? Because like indie sober living homes, like I deal with all these guys who, they're tough prison guys and, gangsters, and they give up so easily at times, right? And it's like I talked to another day yesterday about another guy going out, and it's like, how many times are we gonna do this, right? Like, it's just easy to avoid the reality of our lives and just run and go get loaded. And it's like, for me, that doesn't work, especially when you tell me that you're in this, right, and you're gonna do it. To give up just makes no sense to me. And so, like I said in a video before, I hope I never understand that, right? That concept of just giving up, because that's not what I want. And so, in the whole like show me, like I have to live what I say. So, because the message that I put on Facebook, like the little memes that pop up on Instagram too, they're not for everyone else, but they are for everyone else. But they're for me, right? To remind me that I need to be doing the work that I say. And so I had talked early on about my goal of 10% body fat by the end of the year. And so I needed to know a starting point, right? I needed to know where I was going into this idea, right? And so June 1, which is basically tomorrow, I have 6 months total to get down to 10% body fat. And the number I'm starting at is 31.3%, right? That's high, right? That's more than that's a third of my body is fat, right? And so when I came out of there, I made like a DEXA scan video, kind of going in, taking video of the building and kind of showing you the machines that they're using. But when I walked out, I said 31.3% is good. And somebody reached out to me and they're like, how are you gonna say it's good? You're 31% body fat. And I went, because it's the starting point, right? And it is good because we're gonna get to 10% despite where we start. 31% in my mind ain't nothing. It's just another little mountain we gotta climb to get to the other side. And the more work that I do to get where I gotta go, the better it's gonna be when I get there. And so, I told the guy too, I said, it's just a starting point. It's game time, right? So let's get it going, right? Let's go. And so I'm not scared of, oh my goodness, 31%. Maybe I should lower my number to like 15. No, man, let's go, right? Let's do this, right? If I started at 20 or 25, I'd still say the same thing. I'd still be pumped about doing this because it's a challenge, right? For me. And like I said the other day, I don't ever back down from a challenge. No, I'm too competitive for that, right? And I'm good with it, right? So it says 88% or 88 pounds of my body weight of the 280 pounds that I am is fat, which would tell you that I'm about 200 pounds muscle too, which is good because I've gone up like close to 15 pounds since the last DEXA scan I had a couple years ago. Now, if you don't know what a DEXA scan is it's a machine that it's a machine that they have you lay on, and it goes over your body slowly, taking video, or not video, but kind of like an X-ray of your body. But it's able to see your fat, your muscle, and your bone density, right? Or your bone, basically your bone and the density of it. But it's able to take pictures of you all the way down your body. And it's basically the most accurate way to get your body fat and muscle percentage, right? There's one more accurate way, but it's not available to most people because it's like in laboratories at like universities and colleges and stuff like that. And it's called water displacement. Basically, they put a tank of water and have you get in it. And the amount of water you displace lets them know kind of what your body fat looks like. And so outside of that, you can do in-body scans. You can do those little hand machines. You can do calipers. But those are all based on electrodes running through your body and the time that it takes. And basically when you're holding something, it just runs through your arms. That's not real accurate. DEXA or in-body scans kind of send a jolt up your feet and into your hands. You don't feel it, but it's how it works. And those are pretty light usually. I probably would have shown like a 25%, maybe even 20% on one of those machines. But the DEXA scans are actually probably the most accurate. They say it's probably about a 2 to 3% variance, plus or minus. So it's good, right? Like 31.3%, 6 months to get to 10%. I've probably dropped close to 10, 15% in about 85 days before. So we can do this, right? It's not going to be a thing. But I get excited, right? Like, I don't know about you, but like to be able to come through and do the things that I say I want to do, and be challenged with my own personal goals, it's awesome. And so I was listening to Eric Thomas today, and Eric Thomas talked about two things that are very important, right? The first thing that I heard him say was, "You're gonna die." Who wants to think about dying, right? And he goes, but there's something that you need to understand about your dying, right? He goes, you can work out as much as you want, you can eat as good as you want. He goes, but you're not going to change the day that you're going to die. You're not going to add 10, 15, 20, 30 more years to your life just because you ate better. But one of the questions he did ask is, how do you want to enjoy your life during that time, right? Do you want to live your best life and be able to do the things that you do? Or do you want to be sick, and do you want to be falling apart and not having a good, healthy life? Well, regardless of what day I have, if I have one more day or one more year or 10 more years, I want to live it good, right? I want to live it right. So part of that begins with me getting healthy. So like for the workout today, I had to do heavy snatches and heavy clean and jerks. And in between each set, I got a little crazy and I did burpees, right? It was a set of 10 burpees in between each set of weight change on my snatches and clean and jerks. Crazy, right? So I did about 60, 70 burpees because I had to change weight about 3 or 4 times each movement. So, and then I did my morning run, walk thing this morning to get body fat burning, right? And so first thing in the morning, love the new schedule that we're on, right? Things go way easier. We get the reading done, we get the workouts in, get the pictures done, and all we got to finish is with the water and the eating right. Works well. The second thing he said is, don't be so worried about the branches and the leaves. You have to get to the root. And he's like, sometimes we get caught up in cosmetic things, right? Making my body look better, making more money, having nicer clothes, fancier cars, better jobs. He was, but at the end of the day, those don't touch the root, right? And the root is our personality and our character. And he's like, and that's where the work has to happen. You have to do the work of changing the root, not the leaves and the branches. And so part of it is like, what am I doing to make me better, right? Well, how am I really looking at my life, and am I really, what am I doing to make me better? And so like part of the process has been, right, keeping my word and doing exactly what I say. That's been very important because it doesn't let me be a liar anymore to people. So I'm changing that about me. Being more mindful in my study of what I'm reading and the things that I'm journaling or writing about or processing through, so that I can really take a good look at who I am and the things that I do and why I do them, right? Things typically don't happen by chance, right? There's always a reason. There's a cause and an effect for everything that I do. And so being more mindful of who I am and the things that and the actions that I'm taking, right? Watching the way that I eat and the exercises that I do, making sure that they're intentional in why I'm doing them, right? Not just going through motions to say that I'm doing something, but there's actual intention behind what I'm doing. You know, at the end of the day, I just want to be the best version of me possible, right? I want my wife to know that she's appreciated and loved by the way that I treat her and the things that I do. And so being more mindful of that. I want my grandkids and my kids to know that they're loved and appreciated. I want the world to know that, right? I want everybody that I interact with to know that they're getting the best me that they can possibly get. I don't want people to feel unwelcomed or like they're not wanted. And so I want to give the gift of myself to people. So I don't know if you understand this, but God loves you, and so do I. And I just want to let you know to have a great day, and God bless you.